Hey Mike, what you
Hey,
got the park?
Harlan.
What's that parka on for here?
Hey, it's gotten cold here.
Yeah, not as cold as some parts of the country. My son's getting 10 inches of snow today.
Holy cow. Well, the kids ought to have some good times out in the snow then.
That's right. I guess our grandkids will be probably in snowball fights with their neighbors there. Have you ever gotten in a snowball fight?
Yes, we have. Once in a while. We didn't get a lot of snow in Atlanta, but we got some. So about once a year, we would get out there and build a snowman, have a snowball fight.
Yeah, and that snowman is that sense of snowball building up, getting kind of a piece there with snowball. We didn't Dave Ramsey say something about a snowball? What was that one?
Yeah, he had a debt snowball he likes to talk about. So you add up all your debts and you list all the debts that you have and the monthly payment for each. And then you start paying them off, the smallest debt first. And when that one's paid off, then you start taking the extra money to pay off the next one. And so pretty soon you end up getting to just one debt left. And now you have a larger chunk of cash that's being thrown at that every month. And before long, you finally have everything paid off and you're out of debt.
No, so start small, builds up, and gets to where you want it to be. We like talking about the debt snowball for people that debt's a real problem, but we like talking about a wealth snowball. What do we mean when we say a wealth snowball?
Yeah, and the well snowball is a whole lot more fun because instead of getting out of a hole, now you're creating something that you can really enjoy. And that works. We start off investing small and it grows over time. And eventually, you want it to be able to sustain your lifestyle.
Yeah, and both of us have discovered that wealth snowball starts out small. Doesn't seem like it can do much at all, but you allow time to work on it and discipline, and it grows significantly. But it probably won't unless you know what to do. So that's that third snowball that you told me about this week that you thought about.
Yeah, like think of it as a knowledge snowball. So
Get some knowledge.
when we start out, may have a little bit we put into a savings account, and you have to create an emergency fund, and then later you might have enough to actually invest somewhere. Some people start with CDs, I think. Uh,
Yeah, I did. I found some CDs and got into that, and that was getting me more than my checking account was giving me, and more than the savings account was giving me. And then my grandfather gave me some more knowledge about stocks and mutual funds and learned how to do that. Each of us has put our knowledge of what's available to us with our investments.
and then you had advantages you learned between the stocks and the mutual funds. One provided more diversity, and another one could be a whole lot more volatile. So,
Yeah, yeah, we learn about volatility. Boy, I've lived long enough to watch the stock market crash several times, and that's no fun at all.
that's right.
No loss of control. Wow.
And another uh, asset class we looked at one point was gold. Bought a little bit of gold, and it was $400 an ounce at the time, and it just stayed at $400 an ounce forever and ever. No cash flow out of it, and then all of a sudden it shot up and then dropped back down a little bit, and it's like it just did not produce the kind of results we were looking for to grow our portfolio.
Yeah, so knowledge can be here's some things that works and here's some things that don't work for me. And we're hoping the folks watching this will get their knowledge snowball moving, growing, more and more knowledge. We've produced a piece, we'll talk about it more later, that helps people get some of that knowledge to get ready for retirement, uh, to be able to live their retirement dreams. But uh, you know,
That's right, because as approaching retirement, we have to have a different focus. For so many years, we've been focusing on growing the portfolio, growing the nest egg. And now, when it's time to start taking money out, it's like, you're breaking cardinal rule by going into the nest egg, but that's the reason you grew it in the first place. So now it takes a change in mindset. You don't want to just spend it all down, you want it to keep growing. You know,
uh,
st
yeah, You don't want to outlive it. So we've discovered, you and I, ways to keep it growing as well as get that passive income coming in off of it.
That's right. And you know, it's kind of like fruit trees. You know, if you have an orchard, you know, you want to harvest the fruit, but leave the trees.
Yes. And
Let the trees keep growing.
let them get bigger and bigger and producing more and more fruit for you. And Mike, there are lots of ways to increase our education. You told me a story about a friend who used something that many people don't even know they can use, and helped you out and helped him out an awful lot.
That's right. There was a rental, there was a property we wanted to buy. It was distressed, and a friend of mine had a Roth IRA. He had money in the IRA, so he loaned money from the Roth IRA. We bought the house. We made some renovations, put a tenant in there, and then we refinanced. But all along the way, my friend was getting money back into his Roth IRA, tax-free. So it's tax-free growth. And then when he wanted to take the funds out, he could do that. So
Yeah,
tax-free.
but a lot of people listening don't even know I can use an old 401k or my Roth IRA to be in investments other than just mutual funds, and you can. And
That's
we've
right.
discovered that most of my uh, IRAs right now are in real estate because it does so much better for me, less volatility, more control, better return on investment than my mutual funds were doing.
That's right. And you know, getting that extra knowledge helps you reduce risk on those investments. And that's one of the reasons you wanted to shift your investments
Yeah.
to real estate, because you were able to identify a way to reduce risk and increase your returns.
Yep, and a good number of the investors, the 17 investors that were working with us when we were managing partners of the 120 units up in Tallahassee, many of them were using, like your friend, their either IRAs or their 401ks to do that. They've gotten the knowledge and they're using it, and their snowballs are growing.
That's right. So, are you willing to spend a few minutes on a regular basis to get more cash flow?
Yeah, yeah. Ask that question of yourself. Am I willing to increase my knowledge so I can increase my cash flow? Yeah, good one.
Yeah, and what if you could increase your portfolio income without the tenants and toilets?
Yeah, that means passive, isn't it there, Mike? You and I have done the
That's
tenants and toilets things, haven't we?
that we have.
A lot of people don't want to manage it, but we have discovered a way now to find people that are just top notch at operating a multifamily property and generating the returns for investors. And the investors can be passive in that and don't have to spend a lot of time. Doesn't make another job for them in their investments. They're getting to reap the benefits without a lot of extra work and time.
That's right, because the juice has to be worth the squeeze. You know, you need to be able to, you know, if you're going to put forth any effort or time, you want to get a benefit out of that. And you don't want to spend a lot of time. And that's not what we're asking for. We're just suggesting spend a few minutes to learn how you can increase your returns.
Yeah, go on Bigger Pockets, read some books, watch some YouTube videos, keep learning, as an investor. And if passive investing is something that fits you and what you need in your life and your family, we that's the thing we kind of specialize in these days, Mike, is providing ways for people to get a really excellent return, make an impact in the world, and grow their nest egg and get passive income off of it, particularly when they're in retirement.
That's right. And they need to take effective action.
Got to do something. So again, that little ebook that we produce might be one of the things you can do just to take action. Download it. The very first comment underneath this YouTube video is the download link for you to get that 3 keys to unlocking your retirement dreams. So go down to that first comment and just click on that. You'll get a copy of that short ebook that we've done to continue your education and get your snowball moving.
All right.
Very good. Mike, good to see you. Hope you
You
get some
too,
more.
Harlan.
Yep.
All right. And we'll try to warm up.
Very good. Bye-bye now.
Yeah.